What is happening, everybody? John here. Now, I had to put today's reaction to a poll on the Patreon because there's 3 big albums come out today, at least 3. Lil Wayne, Turnstile, and Lil Simz. The poll on Patreon was a landslide for Simz, an absolute landslide. So here we are, Lil Simz, Lotus. She's never missed. I doubt she's going to miss this time. We shall see. And talking to Patreon, if you want to watch the full, uncut, ad-free, best viewing experience version, that is there on the Patreon, $5 tier, link down in the description. Come and join us over on Patreon. It's the entire reason I can still do this 5+ years strong into the game, into a reaction game, because of the support on Patreon. Because you know the videos don't make any money here on the channel. They all get copyright claimed, but that is okay. Because we're here for Lil Simz, we're here for Lotus. Let's go. First track is called Thief.
My reasons don't need explaining. 8 months to the Pisces season changes. Why is this Gemini hating? Looking through my career right now will be failing, but my ship won't stop sailing. You talk about God when you have a God complex. I think you're the one that needs saving. I was under the spell and now my spirit's awakened. And you know what it means. La 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 la. Selling dreams. No pride, why do you lie? Why do you lie? Why do you steal? Why do you spill blood and then go hide? Why do you take the rule book from people that hurt you and use it as a guide? I'm lucky that I got out now. It's a shame now. I really feel sorry for your wife.
Damn.
Moment I realize you were there.
Damn, is this about someone specific?
No one can believe that you meant well. I lost part of myself in the process. Can't bring back those dead cells.
I lost part of myself in the process, can't bring back those dead cells. I'm assuming this is about a relationship she was in. It may be about a sort of business relationship she was in. It may have been a cross between the two. But fire, energy, fucking strength. Drums are amazing. Instrumentals amazing. I mean, there's no doubting that. There never has been.
Exploitation, emotional exploitation, calculated and conceited manipulation.
Oh, straight in. Now this has been out. I don't think I've heard this. Flood with the Bongja, Moonchild, Sanelli. That opener, Thief, was his voice. That opener, by the way, is amazing.
Can't never forget when the shit stayed flooded. Niggas didn't believe in my hustle. Could've drowned, but I stayed with a mic. Why you niggas all? Number 1 is play your position. Don't trust all the hands that you shake. If I put the wrong code in the system, won't be no permanent change. Number 2, don't take it personal. Drag it to hell. Number 4, don't react to a clone. Don't be the one throwing stones. Never eat with the hyenas, cause they will look at you as bones.
Damn.
If I keep the business away from the family, sibling rivalries vicious. I am the light.
2 for 2. Fire, the energy, the ferocity on this album so far. Now this I did hear, and it's strange. Now what was funny about this? This is, the video is just like full of references to the last 50, even 60 years of British music. The song itself is also sonically a reference to all of those things. And it's also quite an on-the-nose sort of ode to or tribute to the streets, which obviously pioneering artists in this lane, artists in this lane, artist, I guess. It seemed like the Americans who have become fans of Little Simz did not like this or get this at all. And I can understand why, but listening to it in context is going to be interesting now, because it was like, this is the first song from this record I heard, and I was like, what is this record going to be? First 2 tracks, I'm like, okay, this is a bit of a side side note of a track, but we'll take it back.
Who's that creeping in my window? I get a hot flash whenever the wind blows. Nothing to my name now when everybody knows. When I'm in need of cash, I go down to the bingo. Last night I asked Jenny for a quid. This is the 5th time I'm used to taking the piss. Oh, bye.
It is a weird one, man. I don't know if it works. I gotta be honest, after those first 2 tracks.
Cause I'm a little teapot, short and stout. I'm that girl all alone in the crowd. Cause we don't care for finances, cause love is all we need.
It kind of gets better as it goes on. It's a weird one.
Yeah,
it's
so
a very weird one.
You wanna get swept in my BM, yes. Brunch in Soho with Michelin star chefs. Stepping out of place, smelling like success. Can't take a break from making dumb checks. I'ma spend my M's, pass through the ends. Tattoo on their chest, saying SIMZ. Don't you get me right from the all the lessons that I would be.
Yeah, we're back on form here straight away. And even in the last track, which I'm really not sure about, we have to give a shout out to Simz for having the best use of actual bass guitar and double bass in rap, I think. Which is a crazy thing to say, because obviously bass is such a fundamental part of rap, but it's always live in her music. The first song of hers I ever heard was Boss, which is all bass, instrumental bass. And here, this album is just absolutely full of it. And I think as I get older, my ears are just more tuned to that instrument. Older and older, I guess your ears change, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. But it just sounds fucking good. This song just reminds me of a London summer day. Not in Central. Even though she said Soho. Maybe on a quiet Soho road. It's got this little like bossa nova type thing going on.
It's a blessing we alive. I'm always on what we be on when we decide. Look, however you need me, I'm down for the cause. If you say we're going to war, we're going to war. Cause
yeah. Lydia Kitto, I don't know who that is, but she's killed this hook, killed the vocals. Really strong track vibes. Bit of a juxtaposition as well between like the energy intensity of the vocals and the nice sort of sway of the instrumental here. Yeah, strong track. I actually thought we might get a whole album of Young, and I don't think that would have been a good thing. This one's a 4 million streamer called Free. I didn't listen to this either. This year's been a blur, to be honest.
I think that love is forgiving yourself. I think that love is offering your immediate help. I think that love is everything that we need in this world. I think the key is being honest and being yourself. I think love is understanding that people can change and loving them anyway through every stage. I read all about love, then I gave it to Jade. Show them I ain't scared, eradicate fear, yeah. Said that we will never ever crash phone under pressure. Love guitar, use it to do better.
Simz is like Kendrick in a way, and what I mean by that is she doesn't just like rap on good beats that she's chosen, which is fine when that's what most rappers do, right? And it creates really good music. Her and Kendrick and others, but I'm just picking those two for example, construct entire songs seemingly all at once in a way that the whole thing is supposed to convey a certain mood rather than that's a fire beat, I'm going to rap over it. I mean, that's what Jay-Z does, right? And it's fucking amazing. So I'm not disparaging that, but there's something different in these two artists, and there's probably other examples as well. But they also never lose sight and never lose the intent of the rap being of the highest skill as well. In constructing the songs, that still needs to be the centerpiece.
Love will never judge you because of your pain. Look in the mirror, say I love you unconditionally.
Six-pack album, and she talks about love again. Beautifully arranged.
Said that we will never ever crash phone under pressure. Love guitar, use it to do better.
I remember when they said nothing in life is evil spirits cannot enter when your soul is. MJ said he got the tunes, I should pull up at. Every time I bust a lyric, I've been feeling so. Never miss a countdown, it was 5, 4, 2, 1, take off in the air. Shout my brothers locked in the can, trying to get.
Did you say it was 5/4 and then the time signature changed to 1 bar and then switch back? Listen, I got the time signature thing wrong in the Sleep Token reaction, so the real musicians out there will tell me if that was right or wrong, but still, it sounds like that's what happened. I mean, was Little Simz not going to make a great album? Of course she was. This is what she does. An elite artist, delivering at the highest bar, one after another. Yes, Young's a weird one, but as a little novelty in amongst everything else, it has its place. She should be able to be free. Name of the song. To be expressive and creative. And as a Brit, I appreciate all the references in there for the entire sort of history of pop music, really, in this country. Despite the fact that I'm not 100% sure what it's trying to achieve. But on to the next one. We've got Moses Sumney and Mira May on Peace. So we've got Free, we've got Peace. That's it. That sounds like McGee.
She thinks about where she begun and what it takes. All the choices, her L's and her mistakes. How can we sleep when there's murders in the streets? Guilty taking a bite but knowing she gotta eat. A time we should be praying for nothing other than peace. A time we should be holding each other for all the grief. God gave her the gift of delivering you a speech. Don't be afraid when you're falling, They didn't let you in when you waited, thinking on how to balance a day shift. One thing you never harbor is hatred. I know the space you're in is sacred. All of the tools are at your disposal. How can you be the greatest but noble? Don't be afraid when you're falling, Trying to find yourself on the way. Don't miss your calling,
Now the build in this song is amazing, dude.
Chasing after empires online, wishing I could falsify the grains of time, but my sleep's been relief. How do you find it when the sun's the patriarch? Ooh, how do you find it when the sun is dimmer than the stars?
Dude. Stunning. That's like one of the, on first listen, that's one of the best songs of the year. And there's been some amazing songs already this year. This year's been a funny one. It's like quite quiet overall, but some absolute fucking gems, masterpieces almost. Sleep Token, Abel. There's some really good rap records out there as well, like the Rome Streets one, which is on the Patreon, by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, with Conductor, and now this as well. So this feels like what this year's going to be. The high is super high, and then just kind of a lot of like fuzz below that isn't really hitting for me. But that was gorgeous, dude. That McGee sounding guitar, I couldn't see if it actually was him or not. It certainly sounded like it, but regardless. Moses Sumney amazing, Mira May amazing. The build, gentle the whole way through, but still had a kind of richness as it built. And I loved thematically, like this album speaking to me on a thematic level. Obviously, Simz getting older, into her 30s now, I believe. And just speaking from a place of wisdom that only comes through age and experience. And I really do appreciate when artists grow with their music, and that's how you remain completely authentic and completely engaged, I think, with your music as an artist or any sort of creative. I think what happens is some artists, they feel that they need to recapture their youthful energy the whole time as they get older, and they're not able to grow with the music. And as such, there becomes a significant disconnect between what they're making in their 30s and 40s and what they were making in their 20s. Whereas Simz is just seemingly maturing with her music in a way that's working fantastically. And I do think it's an advantage of rap music that you can speak in poetry rather than just having to sing songs and play instruments. And it allows more space for wisdom to shine through, I think. Also, she's an amazing artist, so it's a rare talent.
Law and order. You was in my corner allegedly. What a fake supporter. You're the highest paid allegedly. God's saving grace allegedly. You want the best for me allegedly, but all you got is evil eye and jealousy. It's a lot to process. I was going hard for the team, no one going harder than me. On the world tour everywhere when I'm in the stew, rasting a beat. I was writing bars in my sleep, pouring out my heart on my sleeve. You was moving like one leech. Your presence is far from a truth.
Same person as Thief?
I'm starving the streets. This nigga trying to hold my shit up. I'll never forget when you told me give up, and that my big dreams were far from a reach. And then I broke the tide and brought sand to the beach. To the beach. That's not your person. I accept life as its ways, but I don't have to forgive to finally be okay.
Damn.
What they say, that's my superpower. We don't care for what they say.
Bet you never seen a young black woman so fly. Simz arrived, got the heart of a lion, my Nigerian pride. Everybody scatter, they say that the task force is waiting for me outside. Yo, is you really down for the ride? If I get cuffed, now I dedicate my life. Come on, follow the leader. Can't deny the truth, we're giving to you through your speaker.
Don't break your neck.
Bonji has his voice. Instrument of pure magic.
I was struggling to run out on my last legs. Said I never quit until I take my last breath. I was down on my luck, past tense. Now it's champagne reception, smart dress, out on my hands. It's God's plan.
Okay. Filth.
Bad in that stiletto. I heard she from the ghetto. Ain't nothing like your average. She on a different level. You think you're who he feeling? Ha 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 ha! I'm screaming. Don't make me pull the plug. Don't make me pull the plug. Don't make me pull the plug. Don't make me pull the plug.
Comes with a little bit LCD sound system, this one.
Don't make me pull the plug. Don't make me pull the plug. Don't make me pull the plug. My time is of importance. Her ego on enormous. Like you didn't know I is that girl. I am an electric black girl. I'm too deep when it comes to this music shit. They wanna know who I'm moving with. Just know the brave survive. Maybe that's why I feel so alive. Bad gal, do it like so.
Very cool track. The last two tracks have picked up the vibes. You've got a Wretch on this one. Blood. I feel like we're going serious here.
That's why I just phoned, sorry. I spoke to mum on her Earth Strong.
What, 8 months ago? Don't try that, it's me every day that she hears from. Arthritis in her right leg, am I right in saying you see no wrongs?
It's like the woman won't relax. I already told her quit the nurse job.
Well, some of us ain't got it like that, and that's not true. I'll call to check on you, and you say you'll hit me right back. Then you're gone for months, but it's nice that you finally called for once.
For once?
Yes, for once.
You're saying where you are. Truth is, I just been burning bridges, finding women, hurting siblings, left me tired of winning. Found some people, but they weren't my niggas.
What, even Jay?
That's another day. I've been in the club where I drink the liquor, working through the night, but I'm working with it.
For a minute I got confused. It's like, was Wretch 3-2 Little Simz' brother? Did I not know that? he's not. However, she did grow up with brothers, and her mother became a foster carer, so she's had all sorts of like foster brothers throughout her life as well, which you can see if you just Google Lil Simz brother. Yeah, I don't know if Rich is playing the part of a brother here, but still, really eloquent and elegant track.
Grown up, if you want greener grass, you have to water where you are.
So when I hear you talking what you're going through, it breaks my heart into two pieces. It's like life's got two meanings.
3 series and 4 seasons. I hope you find your reasons. I found mine and found pure weakness. Temptation like the group. And I'm so high I'm on the moon, but then Keys just locked me in the room.
Oh my god, you're such an artist. What does that
Keys
mean?
just locked me in a room.
Terms, nothing in between.
We're the same but different. And we came up different. I had to take dad's whippings, then had to shake up prison.
Yeah, well I had to hold mum crying, so all that pain I ain't buying.
I only phoned you cause I need a friend.
My family is my armor. To the muddiest water. When you clean up sins and karma.
Fantastic track again. Fantastic record. Right, title track, 6.5 minutes. Michael Kiwanuka and Yusuf Days on this one. Let's go.
Paranoia got me looking out the window. Mood might change depending on how the wind blow. When I was young, no one told me health ain't always physical. Looking around, I ain't no different from my kinfolk. I pray we heal with words, too jobless, no man can curse. I pray that I'm a vessel when I stay giving all I've learned. Self-love means putting me first, the greatest love story on
Damn,
earth.
this fucking instrumental is insane. The church bells.
My pain is a glory. You kept trying to control me, but your God isn't for me. So I'll be moving on.
I made it through the wire, betting on myself to take me higher.
Dropped out of college and made it through the wire. Nice.
All black attire. You brought that woman to a low. I'm my amplifier. It's more than evident. I know I'm what they desire. Can't tell you what the future holds or the day I'll retire. They tell me sin, but it's in your hands to preach into the choir. To get your voice heard, I guess. Take some finesse. This music shit, one big game. I'm playing chess. They want me speak on world issues on the internet.
This is insane.
But that's not how I speak my truth for the way he's accepted. You live your life on a screen. Your mind's congested. You don't know what it is I see and how I'm affected. So quit acting like the world I've been neglecting. I choose to keep myself protected. You remain infected. Acting like I did myself. That's my prophecy. My prophecy, yeah.
It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. Underneath the sky,
This song's amazing.
It's okay having a moment of weakness when you're low. But you're the strongest person I know, you know. You know.
my pain is a glory. You kept trying to control me, but your God isn't.
Okay, still got over a minute left of this track. Oh, where we go? Whoosh, whoosh. Oh, we're just going off on the instrumentals, clearly. Yeah, that feels like it should be the album closer. There's 2 more tracks to go. Love the instrumentals on this album. It's so good.
I was lonely making an album, attempted it 4 times. Lost my confidence and you wouldn't believe why. Sitting in the studio with my head in my hands, thinking what am I to do with this music I can't write. Team falling apart and I'm caught in a crossfire. You selling me lies and saying I must buy. It's almost like that somebody's trying to end you. I was lonely making an album till I realized I'm all I needed to get through. So lonely, I'll pray for you. God is who we both need. I was lonely making mad blocks. Trying to find that girl everybody's a fan of. Couldn't even say what I thought was good anymore. Whether I'm hands on or hands off. Maybe music just isn't meant for me anymore. Maybe I'll erase all these memories from my core. Maybe I'll do more acting and less rapping. Cause I don't even... So lonely.
This feels like an album closure as well. Final track is Blue with Sampha.
What would you do if all of your pennies were limitless? All of your spending be frivolous, all eyes are on you to cover the damages. Would you be generous managing? Would you be calm or be panicking? How would you feel? What would you do if you didn't know your identity? The love of your life is wanting to see you, but work is draining your energy. What would you say to your baby girl when she asks you about white supremacy? This generation is fucking the kids up and I'm just providing the remedies. How would you... Ain't no one asking to live in our shoes. From the same place with different views. Asking for help was never the move. Too much pride and too much to lose. It's true.
There's a line that we take, carry on. You and I found a way to be strong.
So how would you feel? What would you do if you thought the world was against you? You didn't talk to an angel, told him you needed some guidance. Are you the kind to be risking your life? What is the cause you were dying for? Always believed it was bigger than me, even when blurry and I couldn't see. Yeah, God said I'm the best for the job, I agree. Nothing is promised and nothing is free. Would you still do it with no guarantee? You're either a saving grace or you're a disturbance. What did you...
It's the way you disappear.
I was gone then.
It's not the fact that you're not here. It's the way you disappear. There's a line that we take, carry on. You and I found a way to be strong.
Gorgeous as always from Sampha. Yeah, really sumptuous last three tracks there, wasn't it? She's just a fucking amazing artist. I love the wisdom in this album. I love the introspection in this album, and that's been part of her music since the first time I've heard her. But it's just hearing what she's been going through. She was talking about she tried to make this album 4 times and it just wasn't happening. She was considering giving up. I mean, she dropped an EP last year and an album in 2022. So it's strange to think that anybody even considered the fact that she'd not been feeding the streets, as she said, because she's been super prolific as far as I'm concerned. Grey Area 2019, Simbi 2021, No Thank You 22, dropped 7 last year, and then this. I mean, that's a lot. Bear in mind, I've still not heard a Frank Ocean album released since I started doing this in 2018. So if you think about it like that, it's very prolific, and plus Top Boy. But if that's how she was feeling, then that comes through the music. Obviously, huge issue with this person that she's talking about. Some people may know who that is. I don't. But that's a centerpiece to a few of the tracks. And again, just showcasing her skill as an artist. I don't think it's quite, on this first listen, as outstanding an album as Simbi. But sometimes I might be an introvert, which is what I'm calling Simbi, also her name. But no doubt that still one of the best rappers and artists in the world, regardless of like UK, US, any of that stuff. No doubt in my mind, regardless of male, female, no doubt in my mind either. And just future listens will just reveal more and more and more. There's so much delicate work put into this album in terms of arrangements, instrumentation, lyrics, sort of mood and stylistic choices that it will just uncover more and more on future listens. But again, another very strong record in a year of very strong records, and then also kind of a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, let me know your thoughts here on Patreon. If you're watching on Patreon, please drop a like on the video as well. Super important. The more likes on the videos, the more I know who's watching them, and the more for people who are checking out the Patreon from the outside, seeing, okay, this is a buzzing community, because it is. So many of us across here. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, like the video, and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon.